Hey everybody, this is Rob Gauthier. Welcome to the ET Whisperer YouTube channel. Alright everybody, I am Rob Gauthier and welcome to our YouTube channel, the ET Whisperers official YouTube channel. Myself and Kalina Angell are here and we both are very excited for you to join this channel, and we want to share a little bit about what this channel is going to be about. First thing is, what is this channel about? The main thing is channeling. Now channeling's very hard to describe, so I'll describe it in the best way I can, and that is a form of mediumship where consciousness can connect to your physical body, and through a communing of two energies, you're able to share one piece of information or one large piece of information. And in that exchange, you're able to find answers and profound information that your normal day-to-day mind cannot always find itself. Now, there are many examples of channeling. Some of you have seen channeling in day-to-day in your own lives and in other people's lives, and you've never even known it was channeling. For instance, artists who are singers or writers, they often channel. When you hear some famous people that you're already aware of, people like Prince, when he would get on stage and play, he said that he was so into that moment that he couldn't even realize that he was singing or playing guitar, that the music that came from him was just coming through him in the moment, and he was lost in that moment. In that moment, he was channeling a piece of music. He was channeling a piece of art. And when you look at other people, like Albert Einstein, for instance, Albert Einstein was a very smart guy, as all of you are aware, but the reason that he was able to tap into that deeply profound information is that he channeled. He described that when he looked at all of those very large and very intricate theories that he had, what he would do is close his eyes, relax his body, and he would think his way through. He would go through the deepest form of thought and find the answer within that thought pattern, also channeling. Now, the type of channeling that I do is a bit different. It's more real-time, and it's a direct connection to these entities that I purposely connect to. Many of you have probably heard of channeling and not even aware that you'd heard of channeling. For instance, when everyone hears about Oprah, she's had many people on her show. One of them is Esther Hicks. Esther Hicks was the founder and also on The Secret. And her information comes from a channeled source. She connects to this entity that's called Abraham and brings forward information. Another person that many of you have heard of, probably the most famous channeler ever, is Edgar Cayce. And Edgar Cayce was one of the most noteworthy and probably one of the most famous channelers in history. Then you look at people like Bashar with Daryl Anka. You look at other people who do things like that, and that's the type of channeling that I do. Now, when I do channeling, I'm in a deep trance, and I connect to my guides, and then their voices come through me. But it's not really as black and white as that is. Some people say that channeling is very black and white, but here's what I want to share with you guys about my own experience, okay? I try to give people a visualization, so if you want to close your eyes with me, this might give you a better picture. Imagine that you're sitting in the middle of a room, and the room's filled with people, and all of these people are at different lengths and distance from you. For instance, there's a person to your left who is 2 foot away, and there's a person to the right 4 foot away, a person in front of you that's 10 foot away, and a person behind you 20 foot away. Now, people have filled the whole room, but those are the closest people to you. It's loud, it's very noisy. The only way you're going to communicate with that person to the left is to get close to them. So imagine yourself and your body starts expanding in the middle of the room. That represents your own consciousness. When you connect to that person who's 2 foot to the left of you, you can finally commune, you can finally talk back and forth. When you talk back and forth, you learn more. You become more experienced in your life. You evolve in certain ways because of that conversation, things that you've learned, experiences you've had. So you're able to grow and expand more. Now you're able to talk to the person who's 4 foot to the right of you. And this continues on until you fill the entire room. That's the representation of consciousness. When we evolve and expand in our lives, our consciousness expands, and it makes us able, if we're willing to tune into that frequency, the entities around us. So that, in a nutshell, is what channeling is. Our channel is not only about channeling. Our channel is about the conscious awareness expansion of mankind. In fact, myself and Kalina have worked very hard on getting information out there through many different formats. For instance, the Enlightenment Evolution Network. That is a network that Kalina and myself started that has given out some of the greatest information in metaphysics and New Age, even though, as Kalina says, it's the old age. The greatest information out there from old source. It's the very esoteric nature of the information that truly helps us all expand. This stuff has been around forever. For people who say channeling is some new thing, new fandangled, fun and stuff, it's not really that new at all. In fact, it predates any religion that I'm aware of. The oldest religion that I know about is Hinduism. And as Kalina explained, as she's very good and very knowledgeable in that area of Hinduism, that the very first Hindu text, the very first scriptures that were written from seers. People who were able to just be able to go out into that ether and find information and see what was going on with all of those entities riding Vimanas, which so happened to look like UFOs in the sky, and bring back that information. So channeling is older than any religion or any history that humanity's aware of. There's a lot of great teachers out there. You can look into channeling for your own. But our part of this is the guides that we connect to. I connect to an entity named Treb, who is benevolent, reptilian hybrid, who is 5th density consciousness, who has brought forward some of the most loving and heartfelt information. After connecting him for many years, I connected to an entity named Aridif. Aridif is an ancient Pleaidian or Denebian consciousness. He is a 6th density being whose insights and information about the technical build and the technical creation of the universe is outstanding and amazing. I also connect to many different guides, and this is why the ET Whisperer name has come to me. I've been able to channel over 150 different extraterrestrial consciousnesses. I've also been able to connect to consciousnesses that are archangels, collective consciousness, many different, but extraterrestrials is where most of the information that I've channeled come through. Now, Kalina Angell, my partner, is also a channeler, and she channels the Arcturian 103 Collective, and this is 103 entities that we've met a few of them personally, not face-to-face, but through channeled state.
Or have we?
We could have but not remembered, too. And those experiences are great, but they also come as a package, and that's what a collective consciousness is. Imagine all the Republicans in America, all the Democrats in America, all the independents, when they gather, they sing one voice. Well, they try to sing one voice out with one idea and one concept. That's what a collective consciousness is. 103 single entities from Arcturus, or Arcturian energy, comes together through that voice, through Kalina, and it's been amazing, and she will be sharing a lot of her information as she goes through on this channel too.
Yes, and they would like to say they are unaffiliated for either party.
Yeah, they are not Democrat or Republican, the Arcturians are, I promise you that. We also bring through a lot of information about a lot of things. As you see at the beginning of our videos, we talk about existence, we talk about sexuality, we talk about self-exploration, we talk about love, we talk about wisdom, and we talk about psychic abilities, third eye, things
Galactic
of that nature.
history.
And we also talk about wisdom, overall enlightenment of ourselves. The 7 chakras in our body have 7 different themes, and in those themes we talk about a lot of other things. Like Kalina said, galactic history has been one thing Aridif has really brought forward a lot lately. And what we're going to do on this channel is try to break it down in single context for every single subject that you guys want to hear about, every single subject that we're interested in. We're going to try to get those out singularly now. If you go through our channel, it has over 175 videos. And in that 175 videos, there are some that are 2, 3, and even 4 hours long. So there's literally dozens of hundreds of hours of information on the channel already, but we're trying to make it more accessible. If any of you would like to create content from the videos that we have public out there and would like to share pieces and parts of them, you're welcome to that. We don't want to argue with people who want to share our information. We don't want to cause any confrontation. We just want as many people as desire to have the information, to have it available. So that's what we're trying to do. Now that takes us into a little bit more about our company, ET Whisper. We do 3 different things in order to help create more information. First of all, we're starting to do our monthly Galactic channelings and our Metatron Center channelings. And those are monthly formats that we're able to release all the time for people. We're also doing a radio show, which is now going to transfer into a webinar monthly. We just did a webinar in May of 2016. It was wonderful. Go check it out. And we're going to be doing at least one of those per month for free. This allows people of all different abundance levels, of all different desires, to be able to lock into the information that they desire. We're also going to be doing our monthly webinars, which are very cheap and affordable for everyone, which are also going to be on a similar format as that video. And this will be a more private, so you can get in and actually ask the questions yourself instead of typing them out. So we're doing all sorts of different things for ET Whisper to get the information out to you. Now, our regular things that we've always done is one-on-one private sessions for people who want to dive in with a specific guide that they like, Aridif, Treb, Metatron, or even one that's connected to them. We've had hybrid children, we've had galactic family, we've had all sorts of different beings and entities be able to connect in a channeled state to answer your questions personally one-on-one. We also do connections like channeling classes where I teach you one-on-one how to channel for yourself. This is the age of channeling. This is the age of restriction being removed from consciousness. In the restriction that's removed from consciousness, everyone on this earth can channel. I'm not special because I channel. I channel these certain entities, and when people resonate with them, they like them, but everyone can channel. So if you want to learn to channel, we can teach you that too. We also do a ton of events. The channel panel is one of the biggest all-channeler events in the history of mankind. We're 8 channelers from last year, and we're going to work on 8, 10, 12 channelers this year, and we're going to try to get at least 1 or 2 of those in every year. We do 3-day workshops in Asheville every year. This year, just in a month from the time this was recorded, in June we're going to do another one. Last year we did it in April. Every year in Asheville, 3-day extensive workshop with less than 30 people. So we do all of these types of events. And we also do a ton of online events for people around the world who can't fly into the U.S. Or when we go to Europe, people from the U.S. that don't want to fly over to Europe. We try to make it so every single person has the ability and is afforded the information that we're sharing here. So keep your eyes on the channel. If you like what we're doing, you can subscribe. If you like what you're doing, you can leave comments, give us a thumbs up. There's also ways to support our work. We're doing a lot of the new information and monthly videos for free, so if you want to financially donate, you can go to our main YouTube channel and hit the support button, or go to etwhisper.com/donate. Or you can send us emails and just tell us about what you're doing in your life, what you think that we should talk about. Anything like that. Commenting in the videos is very helpful for us. We also have many Facebook pages. All of that information can be found at etwhisper.com. Find out about what me and Kalina are up to and what we're going to be doing in the years to come. Thank you guys so much. Me and Kalina love you guys so much for all of your support and love. We want to thank you from the bottoms of our hearts. We love you guys so, so much.
Love you guys.
We love you guys. Thank you guys, and we'll see you next time on the ET Whisper YouTube channel.